Pag-asa Island is a tiny dot in the vast West Philippine Sea, but its significance is enormous. It's the largest Philippine-occupied island in the contested Spratly Islands, a flashpoint in Southeast Asia's most complex territorial dispute. Pag-asa, or Thitu Island, stands as a symbol of the Philippines' determination to defend its territory and rights. The island is more than a military outpost. It's a living community, with a town hall, school, and airstrip, showing the world this is Filipino land. Its location is strategic. Trillions of dollars in global trade pass through these waters, making it valuable for both economic and military reasons. For the Philippines, Pag-asa is part of the Kalayaan Island Group, officially a municipality of Palawan Province. Ongoing disputes, especially with China, have put Pag-asa and its residents at the center of global attention. Understanding Pag-asa means understanding the stakes in the West Philippine Sea, international law, national pride, and vital resources. It's about fishermen fighting for their livelihoods and a nation standing up for its rights. The island's fate is closely watched by the world, as it represents the principles of sovereignty and the future of a vital waterway. The presence of Filipino civilians is a powerful statement. This is a home, not just a claim. The story of Pag-asa is about more than territory. It's about the stability of an entire region. As we look closer, we'll see why this small island matters so much to the Philippines. Its size may be small, but the ideals it stands for are immense. To grasp Pag-asa's importance, we need to understand the Exclusive Economic Zone, or EEZ. Under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, a country's EEZ extends 200 nautical miles from its coast. Within this zone, the coastal nation has exclusive rights to resources: fish, oil, and gas. Think of it as a country's special backyard at sea. Other nations can pass through, but can't exploit resources without permission. For the Philippines, an archipelago, the EEZ is crucial for food security and economic survival. Millions depend on fishing in these waters, and the potential for oil and gas could shape the country's energy future. Protecting the EEZ is about more than pride. It's about prosperity and survival. The EEZ isn't full sovereignty, it's a zone of special economic rights. The first 12 nautical miles from shore is the territorial sea, where a country has near total control. The distinction between EEZ and territorial sea is central to disputes in the West Philippine Sea. The Philippines argues that other countries are violating UNCLOS by exploiting resources within its EEZ. This legal framework is the backbone of the Philippine position in the region. The Philippines' claim to Pag-asa Island is rooted in international law and geography. Pag-asa lies about 285 nautical miles from Palawan, but as an island, it can generate its own territorial sea and possibly its own EEZ. In 2016, an international tribunal ruled in favor of the Philippines, invalidating China's sweeping 9-line claim. The ruling affirmed the Philippines' rights within its EEZ and clarified that many features in the Spratlys can't generate their own EEZs. The Philippines also has a historical and administrative claim, having established the Kalayaan Island Group as a municipality in 1978. Continuous government presence and civilian life on Pag-asa demonstrate effective occupation. The Philippine position rests on three pillars: media, map showing proximity of Pag-asa to Palawan, distance chart of Spratly Islands to Philippine mainland, proximity, legal victory at The Hague, and real administration. These arguments form a strong foundation for the Philippines' claim. Pag-asa is not just a legal point, it's a lived reality. The island's status is a testament to the Philippines' commitment to its rights. Pag-asa Island is the heart of Kalayaan, a unique Filipino municipality in the Spratlys. Created in 1978, Kalayaan means freedom, a powerful message of sovereignty. By establishing a municipality, the Philippines turned these islands into an integral part of the nation, not just distant claims. Infrastructure like a municipal hall, health center, school, and runway support a real community. Residents include civilian employees, military personnel, and their families, facing isolation and foreign presence. Their daily lives transform the dispute from abstract politics to a human story. Every election, every school day, every government project reinforces the Philippine claim. Kalayaan is more than a legal argument. It's a living, breathing community. It's about people, not just territory. The Spratly Islands are a crowded neighborhood, over 100 islands, reefs and atolls claimed by 6 governments: China, Taiwan, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei. Overlapping claims create a tense patchwork of control, with rival forces often just kilometers apart. China's massive artificial islands, like Subi Reef near Pag-asa, have changed the landscape and raised the stakes. Patrol boats and fishing vessels from different countries frequently clash, fueling mistrust and instability. China and Taiwan base their claims on historical maps, while the Philippines and others rely on geography and UNCLOS. The result is a race to occupy and build on every available speck of land. Large-scale land reclamation, especially by China, has militarized the region. The Spratlys are now a hotspot of constant activity and strategic maneuvering. The scramble for the Spratlys is about more than pride. It's about resources, trade, and military power. The seabed may hold vast oil and gas reserves, making energy security a top priority for regional powers. The waters are rich fishing grounds, vital for millions of people. The Spratlys sit astride one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Control here means leverage over global trade. Military outposts on these islands allow countries to project power and monitor rivals. Artificial islands have become unsinkable aircraft carriers, shifting the balance in the Indo-Pacific. The combination of resources, trade, and strategy makes the Spratlys a prize no one wants to lose. That's why tensions remain high, and why every move in these waters matters. The stakes are as real as the reefs themselves. Life on Pag-asa Island is a blend of small-town routine and geopolitical tension. The community, civilian employees, military and families, are living symbols of the Philippine claim. Their presence is a peaceful assertion of sovereignty, turning the island into a microcosm of a Philippine town. There's a municipal hall, health clinic, and a school where children learn and play. Isolation is a challenge. Supplies arrive by sea or rare flights, and self-sufficiency is a daily goal. Community gardens and fishing sustain residents, though foreign vessels often shadow local fishermen. Despite hardships, the people of Pag-asa are united by purpose. Their daily lives, work, school, celebrations, are acts of effective occupation. They are not just inhabitants but custodians of a vital piece of their nation. Their resilience makes Pag-asa a home worth defending. Tension is constant around Pag-asa Island, with Chinese vessels, Navy, Coast Guard, and maritime militia frequently shadowing Philippine boats. Filipino fishermen and Coast Guard patrols face harassment, including water cannon attacks, as they operate within the Philippine EEZ. The Philippines responds with assertive transparency, documenting and publicizing these incidents to rally international support. The US and other allies have affirmed support for the Philippines and the 2016 arbitral ruling. Diplomatic protests are routine, but on the water, the standoff continues. The small community on Pag-asa lives at the center of this high-stakes drama. Pag-asa Island is more than a remote outpost. It's the heart of the Philippines' claim in the Spratlys. Its significance lies in the principles it represents: sovereignty, resilience, and the rule of law. The civilian community transforms the dispute into a human story, showing the world this is a living part of the nation. Pag-asa is the front line in defending the Philippines' EEZ and access to vital resources. Patrols and supply missions uphold maritime rights against constant encroachment. The story of Pag-asa is about a nation standing firm for a rules-based order. As long as the Filipino flag flies over Pag-asa, it sends a clear message: the Philippines will defend what is rightfully its own. The quiet courage of its residents makes this distant island a symbol of hope and determination.